Hello friends, welcome to my channel. Today we are going to discuss On Fame by John Keats. On Fame is one of Keats's most important sonnets, though it is true that in comparison with his odes, the sonnets by Keats are lesser known. Before going to the discussion of the poem, we should let us discuss some words about the poem. The poem On Fame deals with the futility of man's endless and mad pursuit of name, fame, and wealth. So he is always tensed. The poet here has shown the contrast between the man's restlessness and the calm and quietness of natural objects. These type of activities and tensions deprive human beings of the pure joy of life. So we are moving to the text now. How fevered is the man who cannot look upon his mortal days with temperate blood, who vexes all the leaves of his life's book and robs his fair name of its maidenhood. So in the very first line, the poet is saying that man is always restless and fretful, and he cannot spend his life calmly. So who cannot look upon his mortal days with temperate blood, that means they cannot spend their life calmly. Mortal days means short life of man, that means his lifetime. With temperate blood means very calmly or with calmness. So the man cannot spend his life calmly. Next line, who vexes all the leaves of his life's book. Vexes, that indicates agitates, means disturbs. The man disturbs all the leaves of his life's book, that indicates man disturbs all the time of his life himself and deprive himself from the pure joy of life. That means man deprives themselves of all the virgin and pure pleasure of life. Name of its maidenhood means pure joy of life. Next line, it is as if the rose should pluck herself on the ripe plum fingers its misty bloom, as if a naiad like a meddling elf should darken her pure grot with muddy gloom. So here the poet mentions some example of natural aspects such as the rose, plum, etc. It seems that the rose needs to be plucked herself from the tree to get its scent and beauty. But actually in nature it does not pluck herself. On the ripe plum fingers its misty bloom. So the poet is saying that the ripe plum is still remaining or wearing its cover. That means the ripe plum does not remove its misty means dark or slightly dark, bloom means hair cover. That means the ripe plum is still inside its cover. Next line, as if a naiad, a kind of water nymph, like a meddling elf, should darken her pure grot with muddy gloom. So as if the naiad, like a meddling means interfering, elf means teeny fairy, should darken means should make her own place of living, grot means cave, where the naiad lives. Naiad should not darken her own place of living, means her own cave, with muddy gloom, means the naiad lives in the crystal water. So the naiad never makes her crystal water muddy. Here is a Greek reference of naiad, and this is called Keats's Hellenism, that is referring to the Greek cultures. The next lines, but the rose leaves herself upon the briar for winds to kiss and grateful bees to feed, and the ripe plum still wears its dim attire. The undisturbed lake has crystal space. The poet is saying that as though a man is disturbing his own life running after name and fame, but the rose, beautiful rose, leaves herself upon the briar. Upon the briar means bush full of thorn. The rose is not plucking herself from its plant, and it is not coming outside from its bush. For the winds to kiss and grateful bees to feed, so that the winds, they can take the smell of the beautiful rose, and the thankful bees, they can also collect the honey. And the ripe plum, that means ripe plum, still wears its dim attire. Dim attire means dark or slightly dark. Attire means cover here. Attire actually means dress, but here it is cover. In contrast with the man's activities, the ripe plum still wearing its cover. Still it is inside its cover. It is not trying to get out of its cover. The undisturbed lake has crystal space. The lake has crystal and calm waters, crystal clear water. It's so beautiful. So these are the natural objects, the natural phenomenon that are keeping or following the natural process, that are not doing anything or not trying anything to achieve the unachievable, but man is doing. The next line: why then should man, teasing the world for grace, spoil his salvation for a fierce miscreed? So in these last two lines, the poet is saying that all the aspects of nature, all the phenomenon of nature, they do not take any tension. Actually, they are content with their present state or present condition. But man is disturbing his own life. That means the poet is asking why we are the people of this world, teasing the world for grace, means disturbing the world, that means disturbing ourselves for grace. Grace means mercy, and in this way we are spoiling the path of salvation. That is, salvation means free from sin. The path, we are losing the path from being free from sin for a fierce miscreed. Miscreed simply meaning is misdeed. So the poet is saying that miscreed means a kind of wrongdoing, you can say. So the poet is saying that the man commits a kind of sin or commits a kind of wrongdoings in search of grace. So ultimately the man gets the grief and desperation while running after the fame. So this is the ultimate education of this poem.